What's good? What's good? What up? What up? So having like a crisis filled day basically. So I'm totally out of the loop, which has been the case more often than not with me lately. So I'm just trying to while I'm trying to handle my business, I am trying to see if I can get the bro Jay Millie on here with me to yo, who we got in here? Smash the like, drop a comment. Gee, I'm trying to get the bro Jay Millie or Lon in here to school me up on what's going on this NFL opening Sunday. Having a fucked up, crisis filled day, like terrible ish going on, and so I'm not being able to enjoy the holiday. You know what I'm saying? The first NFL Sunday. Now my team played on Thursday, and we totally humiliated and annihilated the. We totally humiliated. Um, yeah, we totally annihilated the Rams, embarrassed them. But I did a ticket last night, and I can't even like tap in to see how I'm doing on that parlay or nothing. So trying to get the Jay Millie can't come on YouTube for 5 days. What are you serious? Well, yo, how what about that game? Can you school me up on some of the scores of the games? I had fun hanging out with you guys last night. What game did he bet on again? See, I missed all this, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? You ever have that though? Like I'm the type of person, right? When I hop out of bed in the morning, I'll have, you know what I'm saying? You have kind of like you have a couple, basically you have some ideas, like a to-do list in your head. You know what I'm saying? The important things, the kind of important things, the the things, what's the other thing called? Like the routine things. That's crazy. What game was it though he lost the bet on? But anyways, you know what I'm saying? You have all this shit in your head, and like basically, you ever wake up though to go about your business? 49ers and Bears. Oh shit. Okay, so who won that game? I and see. I took that game on my ticket too. I can't remember what the spread was or nothing. I think the Niners were getting points though. I think I took. See, I'm all twisted, man. Pats lost 20-7. I stayed away from that game. Like when you were asking me last night, Coffee, what do you think about this game? I was like, I feel like I said right. Didn't I say I feel like the Dolphins will win, but it's going to be a close game regardless. But I stayed away from that one on my ticket. But my boss be tripping. He likes to do like 8 game parlays and shit. I normally do like 4. Like when you're picking games, you got the spreads and all that in order. Like, hey Donna, CB420. This is Donna. This is like a good. This is good people right here, man. She's been like tapped in with me from day one. Um, it's good to hear from you, Donna. How are the Eagles doing? Bears won 19-10. So I think even if the Niners were getting points, they lost that one. So there goes my ticket, anyways. But anyways, like you are guys, you know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, today you have like a mental to-do list, or you got a real to-do list listed down too. You know what I'm saying? And you got routine business, you got important business, you got projects, things you're working on where you're like, okay, if I get a little bit of time, let me do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. But you ever have a day where you wake up and you have a crisis, like you have something going wrong, a couple things, and they just throw your whole ish out of order in disarray. That's how I've been today. Like I didn't have anything horrible happen or nothing like that, but I had two fucked up things go down. So I'm just a bit panicked and flustered, and I'm just running around like a coffee with my head cut off, you know? There's Diddy, there's my guy. Yo, Diddy, do me a favor, bro. Yo, everyone, if you are not sub to Diddy, which I'm sure now, man, Diddy's blowing up in these YouTube streets. Like he's becoming a regular celebrity. And I mean that, like for real. Like Diddy's becoming that dude. And I knew it was inevitable, man. Cause I'm telling you, he's just that dude, man. He's got balls to steal, pause, no homo, however you want to say it. Pause, I guess. Um and man, he's just been really been blowing the fuck up. But Diddy, if you would, if you remember, I don't know if I said this to you the one day, whenever you get off here, right? Go on to one of my old videos and just write any comment. You could write a period, boop, whatever. So I can click that comment. Like remember before I used to be like, put the link, you ain't even got to do that. Just put a comment and then I can click the comment and scroll through your more recent comments and then I can find like all those Diddy um made me these really cool YouTube graphics and everything, and I was using them, and then I had this happen, and I couldn't use them, and this and that, and the device was full. But now I got that all fixed up. But I don't know. I'm just a mess, guys. I'm a pure mess. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, Donna says Eagles 38, Detroit 28, fourth quarter 351. Man, I was gonna take Detroit. I don't even know if I did. I hate this new device too. I don't know how to have like two windows open at one time. Like somehow this device is better than the other one I had, but like it feels like my old shitty device could do more. That guy Thomas, my bro, what's up, man? Diddy, I'm on the road. I got you though. Maybe I'll pump out some more. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Oh no, we are only up by 3. What up, chat? Yeah, I had fun last night kicking it in the Loped Out chat, man. I've been like hit and miss lately, you know what I'm saying? I haven't really been around like that. But I've been noticing like everyone's kind of been networking and tapping in with each other more, and it's made for quite the chill environment, you know, like just some real cool hangout type ish. And that was fun. Yo, dude ate that chip last night. And man, what was the end result with that? Did he have to did he have to get admitted to the hospital or what? Yo, I thought him and his friends were gonna scrap. It's always a fun time Saturday night. Glad you called. Thank you. Yo, for real though, didn't you think that? I thought him and his friend were gonna scrap because, like, you know, when people got that buzz going on, like, I'm sure everyone can relate to that, right? Like, have you ever gotten to a drunken fight with a friend or hell, a family member? Like, I don't know, I just kind of felt them vibes going down, like, but it was cool though. CB420, he was like, he was taking up for you. But you were even telling him, you're like, yo, it's good. He's just trying to crack jokes. He's a bit of a Weisenheimer. I'll give him the same energy right back. You know what I mean? But like, BK was on one at that point. But no, I don't ever want to see people fight. But I just felt like I felt like that was the inevitable. But then when I got done with my shift or whatever, and I tapped on, oh, he threw up. Had had the shit. Oh man, yo, that's the thing about those hot. Who likes hot food? That's the thing I want to know too. Does anyone truly like hot food? Because like you'll hear people say that they'll say, "I love hot food," and it's like I'm from Buffalo. I love wings. I do wings. You know what I mean? But I like mild wings. Don't get me wrong. I like a little spice, But as far as like pain, my health could be at stake, shit like that. Like the only reason I see to do that is like the novelty or the challenge of it. You know what I mean? But some people swear up and down, they'll tell you they love it. Like I don't know if you guys ever go to Buffalo Wild Wings, right? They got all the different flavors. That's another thing too. Being from Buffalo, people shit on Buffalo Wild Wings, right? They're like, oh, they're a punk ass corporate brand. And I mean, let's be honest, we know everything loses a little bit of its um originality or swag or whatever you want to call it, heart and soul. Everything loses a little bit of that when it goes corporate. It is what it is. But at the same time, I get why things go corporate because you know, like you don't want to build something to not be able to make your due off it. But I like Buffalo Wild Wings. I think they got. I love the sauces. Like I fuck with them. You know what I mean? But oh, good, I found it, guys. I've been looking for this other device all day. Thank the Lord, I found it. One part of the crisis is over. The other part of the crisis, guys, the spot I live at is flunking with me about parking. Man, they're trying to have my whip towed up out of this bitch, and I don't know. That shit has me hot. But hold on, let me see some of these comments, guys. I want to see what everyone's talking about. Happy Sunday, though, guys. Thanks to coffee and all. Happy to see me. I know you were thinking, shit, maybe Donna died. I keep coming back. Donna, I never want to think that, right? Like, I'm always like, mind over matter, positive thinking and all that. But it is crazy. Like we were talking about with Murder Man. I still wonder to this day, did he die? Because he had major health problems. Like, real talk, not to put his business out there too much, but like, Murder Man was in rough shape. There's Lonnie. Lonnie, did y'all win? Yo, Lonnie, someone hit the link. Someone come on here if you guys want to give me the rundown of the scores. But like, yeah, I I get worried. Like we all die one day. You know, that made me want to recite some rap lyrics. You guys ever heard that song? It's called "We All Die One Day," and that's like the chorus. But that's another story. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're back, Donna. El Jesus ate the fire bear later on the live. Yeah, I crashed out last night. The plan was I was gonna come home, hop in the shower, take my medicine. You know what I'm saying? Because I missed my medicine yesterday, and maybe try and make a little content, tap back into a live or whatever. And I fell asleep and woke up in full blown crisis mode this day, and just been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, not enjoying the NFL Sunday at all. There's Lon. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm at work. I don't know what's going on with the rest of the game.
What's good, man?
I just know, man, that
Oh,
we was getting our ass
who'd you guys play again?
Atlanta.
Yo, who's Atlanta's quarterback again? What's his name? It's a rookie, right?
Mariota. No, Mariota.
Mariota, that's right. Yo, Mariota was like crazy, right? Remember the year he was in the draft, it was like him and Jameis were the top
Yeah,
QBs, right?
yeah,
Then they played each other their first game, and
yeah. Just the first time they
Jameis
played
first,
ever since.
Jameis' first pass was a pick six,
Yep.
and then but then Mariota like did his thing or whatever. But then next thing you know, Tannehill gets the starting job. Then Mariota did his thing last year with the Raiders, like kind of like as a wildcat type shit or whatever. But I don't know. I think he still got some game left in him.
Man, Cordell Patterson was running his ass off today. That's the first. He's the first person in 20 games to get 100 yards on us.
You
We had
know
a
who?
20 game. Yeah,
Wait,
we
you're
had
talking
20.
about the he's the running back, right?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver, but he's playing running back right now. Cordell Patterson.
Yo, you remember Cardale Jones?
Yeah, but
Um,
hey, we almost lost that game.
Steelers Bengals OT 2020.
That's crazy.
I did a fucking 8 game ticket with my boss, man. Like he always wants to do like I want to do 4, maybe 5. Like picking 8 games is like ludicrous to me. Yeah, it's ludicrous, bro. Like, but this guy always wants to rock that way, and I'm like,
I
come
always
on,
do
bro.
it because like I think I picked 8 games early. I put 15 hours on it. Nice, I think I picked 10, but that bitch would
We
have
put
hit
20.
30. It would hit 32,000.
Yeah, that's what 3,200. You mean?
32,000.
Oh shit, we had like where we could win like 3,500 or something on a ticket he just did online real quick or whatever. But I'm like, if we're gonna do that, let's at least do a small one too. Let's do like a 4 game or two. But I don't know.
We was looking bad, bro. We was down by 16 at the beginning of the fourth.
Donna's Eagles. Eagles is Donna's team. Yo, I'm furious though, bro. Like I had all this crisis go down this morning. So, first Sunday I want to be like with my feet kicked up, watching the games, taking it all in. No,
Good luck,
yeah, I
right?
gotta go to I gotta work as well. But up until that point, I wanted to enjoy myself. But
Watch it.
they were
Watch it.
Jay Millie. They were talking about you're not allowed on live, bro. Oh, Lon got the headband
Yeah.
on.
Well, I was just thinking about it. We never clarified if it was to start after the game or if it was to start on Monday. So
What?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna start mine on Monday.
What?
And you get to have me, you know what I'm saying, for the last time until Friday.
Wait. What you lost?
Me and BK had placed the bet last night on Loke's channel. If my team lost, I couldn't be on YouTube for 5 days, and if his team lost, he couldn't be on YouTube for 5 days. If both our teams lost, neither one of us could be on YouTube for 5 days.
All right.
And then I just told him that Coffee wanted him to come on. He's like, "Is it start tonight, or can I wait till tomorrow?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll start tomorrow. I'm coming on."
Well, this ain't fair, right? And I'm gonna say this: is I know for sure BK stays off the internet when he has his kid. So, like, if it's the week he has his kid, he was gonna be off the internet anyway. So he hit you with a bet that he was gonna be off the internet with anyway.
Lauren,
See, I didn't even know all
I
that.
said that. You weren't listening to me. I was trying to tell you that. I'm like, it's gonna be easier for BK because he can't. He's off the internet anyway. He doesn't do social media except for YouTube. So there's no other way to contact him. But yeah, when he has his daughter, he doesn't come on YouTube, and that's every other week. So.
Yep. And he was on all last week. So he got to be off.
Yo, Thomas said, "What's that
okay.
on your head? The Saints headband
Huh?
Right.
On whose head?
on
Oh,
Lonnie's.
Lonnie.
So what's that? It's the Saints headband.
What's the little hat with the crazy blonde head hair?
Oh, did he turn his camera on? I missed it.
Oh, it's a hat?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a headband, like joint that covers your ears or whatever, like if it's cold out.
Okay. Lonnie has a fire hat collection.
Lonnie does, man. Lonnie does. I'm mad as hell, man. Like, I gotta go buy some new hats. I need a Bills hat that I can get dirty at work. Like we beat the brakes off the Rams the other day, and then when I went to work, I was like, man, I can't wear none of these ones. Like, and rep my squad because I can't get them dirty.
I hear that.
Go on Lids and go into like the clearance or the sales section, and they probably got like a hat or whatever, like $16. So you can probably get dirty.
Yo, I got this dope ass like Bills logo though that like you could sew onto something.
But I mean, I think all Bills hats are dirty though.
No.
Yo, Lon's so mad over this last Thanksgiving. Oh, Eagles won. Eagles won. Nice.
Oh, Eagles smashed.
Oh,
Were you
happy
watching that all?
420. Well, 422.
It's 320.
Oh, Washington just won.
Y'all lost, Jalen?
Shut up,
AZ
Lonnie.
Ruxin, what's good, man?
I'm not trying to hear you, Lonnie.
I'm asking. I don't know.
No. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear from Chaos because I hit her up earlier talking big shit.
What happened with the Jets?
Oh,
Did the Jets win?
Yeah.
the only game I was watching was mine. Normally I watch Red Zone, but I'm at work, so like I'm
Who
just
did the Jets play?
They play.
LSU.
Yo, they were having that debate the one year. Who was the last team that went 0-16? Was it Jacksonville?
The Lions, huh?
Or
No,
like
I
they?
think it was Jacksonville.
But you know, every year, like
They're
if
poor
a team, they always
bastards.
have the conversation. If late in the season there's a team that only has like one win, or they could possibly go winless, they're like, could they beat the top-ranked college team?
Oh yeah,
And
they could.
yeah, of course. Like,
That's a good question.
well, like even I truly believe that like even the worst team in the NFL, like even if they couldn't win a game, I feel like they could beat college teams for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they
But
should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, fact, bro.
Man, I'm so mad right now.
Jay Millie, like,
Oh man, I don't know where to start. There's so many. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Coffee.
yeah.
At least two of us on the panel is 1-0 this so far.
You know what? I can't say nothing. I don't like when I can't say nothing.
I can't say shit either.
Yo, like, I don't think Mac Jones is that good, right?
No, I'm not really a fan of him, honestly.
But my boss, like, you ever just talk to someone and like, not like I think I'm a football expert or nothing like that, but like if you're talking to someone and they think they are, and like my boss is like when he's talking about how the Bills, how we smashed the Rams, and he's like, oh, that's just the Super Bowl hangover, and I'm like, bro, we're clearly the better team than them. Like,
I kind of believe it might be the Super Bowl hangover. The Rams keep telling the playoffs.
But yeah, there's definitely people like that think they know everything.
But I'm trying to tell him when we're picking last night, he's like, oh, Mac Jones is gonna ball out. I'm like, bro, I don't think Mac Jones is really that dude like that. And like, he's trying to debate with me if Josh Allen's better than Mac Jones. I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
What kind of debate? Ain't no debate.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
I'm not even gonna say that's a debate.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling the guy, and he's like, and I'm trying to tell him too. I'm like, bro, you just like bet on games. You must not really watch, because I'm trying to tell him like, Josh Allen was flawless in the playoffs. He put up crazy numbers. Yeah, we lost. The defense let us down in that. But I'm saying Josh Allen played like phenomenal, and he's like, I don't remember that. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, we're talking about Josh Allen.
Of course, you didn't remember that part.
I'm glad, Donovan. I'm glad your Eagles won. Yo, was Jalen looking good?
Hey, Coffee, why you don't put your own tickets in?
I do sometimes. This was just like a last minute thing.
Yeah, hey, y'all could do. You definitely could do it. Like, it's easy.
I gotta get an ID.
No, you don't.
Yeah, to collect.
No.
That reminds me, I gotta get a new ID.
I don't think I ever gave FanDuel like my ID. I think I just put in my information.
Oh, I thought you were talking about at the casino, at the cage.
Yeah, but you can do it on that too. I'm just saying, if you got to collect at the casino, yeah, but you can do it on FanDuel or any of them.
Me and my chick right now, neither of us can get an ID. Isn't that crazy?
Oh no!
Listen. She can't even prove she's an American citizen. They're trying to tell her we don't think you're a citizen.
Isn't it crazy? You can't get your ID without your birth certificate. You can't get your birth certificate without your ID, or some shit. It's like,
yeah, for real.
What the fuck you want me to do?
Yo, her shit's crazy though, right? Because when we lived in New York, she's born in Canada. That's what really makes it tough for her. She
Oh,
has her
okay.
birth certificate, but like her reservation is on both sides of the border, so she has
Yeah.
dual citizenship.
Ah,
New York
yeah.
is like already knows what time it is. They respect it. They're good. When we lived in Florida, she could get ID, but they would only give her like a license with a star, like a temporary one, what you get if you're like an immigrant or you got a green card or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, then in Nevada, they won't give her a fucking thing.
What the hell?
Yeah, and she's
What
like,
did it say?
she shows them her voter registration shit, like how she always had it. And she's like, how can you explain that I was able to vote? I don't know. So it's like, it's
Yeah, we
almost,
need your ID to vote.
it's just crazy, man. It's super stressful.
I mean, they let immigrants vote all the time.
Man.
I'm fucking with
Shit, supposedly they let dead people vote.
Yeah, they do. And you know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna say this, and anybody disagrees, we can agree to disagree. But I don't
That's my
think
opinion.
our votes don't even matter. And
I'm in agreement with you. Like, I'm not fully into the political stuff. I'll talk about it a little bit here and there. I just hate how people
yeah,
get so
same here.
heated. But I kind of agree with you on that. Listen, this one spot that my girl used to work for in Florida, right? Her boss for that county was in charge of like turning in the votes, and she was telling me she's seen all kinds of funny style shit going down. Like, might have been involved in some corruption. Because you remember, whenever there is a
I
lot of
bet.
problems with that shit, Florida's one of the main states that had all kinds of ballot fluffery.
Yep,
yeah.
that's
What was it
fact.
the one year? What was it the one year? It was Al Gore and
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Al
George
Gore.
Bush
Hey,
Yep.
my
and
question
George
is,
W.
my question
yeah,
is,
but they had their
they about to have two ties. They said with the overtime rules being changed, but what the bet stands for BK if they go to overtime and it ends up in a tie?
he
That's not a law.
he can be on till noon, and then after noon he can't be on. Yo, to be honest with you, the way they changed the overtime rules, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Even though my Bills lost and everything, and that was like the big combo that started going, I think the overtime rules were kind of all right. Because
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have no trouble with them.
the old school rules I didn't really like. Because originally all you had to do go down, get in field goal range, hit a field goal, you win. But then they changed it where if you go down and get a touchdown, you win. If you get a field goal, the other team gets a shot. And they can either get a touchdown win, get a field goal, and then it's sudden death. I thought that was straight.
But you know why they changed it?
Why?
Because that was the year we went down there, kicked the field goal, went to Super Bowl. They changed it right after that.
No, they just changed it this year. Oh, you're talking about the
Oh,
last time. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, when we went to when we won the Super Bowl in 09. We went to overtime in the I think the NFC Championship game. And we went down and kicked the field goal and it was over.
Yo, you remember the Bills, the biggest comeback of all time? Like, of course, now the Patriots Super Bowl comeback because it was in the Super Bowl gets more shine, which it should. I'm not hating on it. That was an amazing comeback. But like technically the Bills came back for more points, 35-3 at the half. And
We
you
used
know,
to be the comeback kings.
in overtime though, like we went to overtime in that game and kicked the ball to the Oilers and still won.
Oh, ouch. Well, that's good. They still won.
Yeah, I still can't believe the Falcons blew that game against you guys though. That was crazy. They had that shit in the bag.
I'm so
no,
happy.
I can't believe we lost to the Bears.
Yeah, I
The
can't-
Bears.
By 1 point.
Give me the rundown, Jay Millie. Though, what kind of day did your quarterback have?
Okay, and Trey didn't. He didn't look that good in the second half. But let me just break it down so everybody has a clear understanding of exactly what happened.
Y'all lost.
First, well, I know that, Lonnie. but the first thing, you know what I'm saying, just so I can get it out the way, those
Facts,
refs
Cameron.
was
I agree.
calling that game way too close to the vest. There was a play, they called a offensive pass interference on Brandon Ayuk, and Brandon Ayuk barely even touched the dude. It was like hand to hand, and it was barely touching that, and they gonna call offensive pass interference on that.
Hey, you seen that whole they
Then,
called on Lattimore? I know you
huh?
watched. You hit me right when we was about to win it. So I know you seen the end of my game. I said you seen when they called that holding on Marcus Lattimore. That
Oh,
shit was.
yep.
That wasn't no goddamn holding on that play.
Yeah. I'll be like, what are these refs looking at? Like, just let them play. You know what I'm saying? And then Kyle Shanahan was being way too careful with the play calling.
What kind of numbers did the QB put up though? Like if you don't know, like if you had to guess, what like
I don't. Well, I'd probably say, shoot, it's probably he probably just barely got over 100 yards, if that.
Did he throw a pick?
Did he throw a pick? Yeah. I want to say he did.
Yo,
but the play calling was just suspect. It was suspect all game.
The Cowboys play later, right?
Yeah, they got the Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
I was watching Paul Wall's Facebook Live. He was at the Houston game. He had on a jersey, and the back of his jersey said, "The Great Wall."
I like Paul Wall, man.
I love Paul Wall.
It's Paul Wall, baby.
What it do?
Yeah, this Cincinnati Pittsburgh game gonna look like it's going to a tie.
That's why I asked what was the.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still 2020. Yeah, that's only like a minute and 45 left.
Yep.
Yeah. When that's over, that's a tie. Yo, you guys remember that though? Like 05, 06, Houston just took over hip hop, man. Like,
oh yeah, Houston was lit.
Absolutely.
Like listen, on a mainstream level, I'm telling you, I remember it like 2004 or so. I remember on BET Uncut, they would have that video to that Still Tipping on Fofo. You know what I'm talking about? And then after that song started getting popular, it was like all of a sudden. I remember back then I had a friend from Texas, and he put me down with all like the Swisher House mixtapes and the Chopped and Screwed shit and DJ Screw. I never really cared for that stuff that much. That slowed down, where it sounds all satanic.
Yeah. I don't like the new mumble rap going on either.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, Minnesota's up 7-0.
Say it again.
Minnesota's up 7-0.
Yo, they're playing eBay, right?
Yeah.
Yo, that game on the joint that I put my ticket in, the spread was even. I was shocked.
Nah, it was 1.5 all week.
Oh, the one I had it on was even. I was like, how the hell? Like, why is that even? I'm not getting it.
Because Rodgers doesn't have Devontae Adams there no more. Probably.
It was 1.5. Like
Devontae Swang. Who remembers Devontae Swang?
Hey, I tell you what, we was looking like.
Oh yeah, I remember that name.
Michael Thomas woke up in the fourth quarter with Winston.
Oh, how did Jameis look? Terrible.
Bro, he looked like shit all the way until like the end of the third quarter. He took a hit. He went in the medical tent, and I think they gave him some good drugs because he came back and looked like goddamn fucking.
Yo, if he ever gets you know, you remember when he got knocked for stealing?
Yeah.
From Publix?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crab leg.
He can make a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it was crazy, bro. He didn't look good at all. Like all game, like he probably had 70 yards into the beginning of the fourth quarter. And then he throws 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to Michael Thomas. It's like they went to him and say, look, I don't care what you do, just throw the ball to Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's like I never understood this man. It was like he had all the tools and just couldn't try. I mean, I don't know, bro. He just could never figure it out in the NFL. But
And he had a good pass to Jarvis Landry too on that last touchdown drive before they kicked the field goal. For the field goal,
yeah,
probably like I think it's probably like about a 40 something yard pass on the first play of the drive.
Oh, he dropped it. That was a clear touchdown right there.
what
I
happened?
just walked away from that game too.
Rogers just threw this bomb and the receiver dropped it. It was going to be a touchdown. He burnt Patrick Peterson. Number 9 burnt Patrick Peterson. And he dropped it.
I tell you what, they had a play. Tyrann Matthews got ran over today by the boy.
Donna says
Oh, he
everyone
did?
over red zone. Yo, do you got red zone?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
New Age Plug mentioned that earlier, actually, and I wasn't even sure what he was talking about.
oh no, red zone's fire. They shows all the games like at once.
Well, I don't got a red
Was it
zone,
online?
but like on the NFL network, they got it to where it's kind of like a red zone because they be going through all the highlights and stuff.
Well, they
Red
got
showing
zone
the
just
stats.
shows the touchdowns, right?
no, they show anything that gets close to a touchdown. Like they'll put all the games on the day in the corner.
Yeah, important drives and stuff like that.
That's dope. Yeah, I think when I was at the sports bar, they had that shit on.
And I can send y'all a link.
I use I be bootlegging it, streaming
Yeah.
from
Bootlegging.
well, yeah, because there's these websites where people will pirate those links. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll pirate a link to the channels, and it's not bad.
Oh,
But the
yeah,
only
for
thing is, some of them will have all these bullshit ads. You gotta like pop-up ads. You gotta close out. But someone
Yeah,
gave me
I was playing that.
someone gave me a website last year though that like didn't have no ads. Matter of fact, I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, those ads is annoying.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they need to like crazy shit. Like, get a Russian mail order wife. Like, come on, man, I want to watch football. Like, you gotta close the ad. You'll have to like close 3. Like, you'll hit the X to close the thing out, and then a join will pop up. Gotta go close that, come back. You gotta do it like 3 times.
You know why they do that, right?
They
They
get
do
paid
that
off each hit, don't they?
Not only that, they do that also because, like, say, like to get if they get a whole bunch of people coming to the website, it'll like slow the server down. So like if they don't put them pop-ups that pop up and lock it to where you gotta back out, they can send a whole bunch of bots over there and take the whole server down, like the NFL and shit.
But yeah, the NFL definitely has people scramble the signal, but people just pop up a new link. Like
Yeah, but that's
That's what makes me nervous about sites like that.
because if they didn't have like a pop-up in front of it to get to the site, all the bots could get in there real easy.
Casey, what up? Yo, like a game will start and they'll have like 6 or 7 links, and like during the game, maybe 3 of them will go down, and they'll put 3 back up. Same thing with wrestling pay-per-views. You can pull those up, or boxing, UFC, all that.
Yeah. Still got wrestling reviews?
I fuck with wrestling, you know that.
No, I ain't got no problem with wrestling. I said they still got wrestling pay-per-views. I thought they had it on like their server, and it was like so much a month.
Yeah, no, so they still call it a pay-per-view event, but basically it's when you have their network. Well, it used to be WWE Network, now it's the Peacock Network, which is a hell of a deal. Because you don't
Premium
just
live
get
events.
Jay Billy, what do you get on Peacock? Like, there's so much shit you get on.
You get the WWE Network, you get TV programming, you get soccer.
NBC,
right? Basically, Peacock is the NBC streaming site affiliate.
That's their logo.
Oh,
Right?
it's NBC, okay.
That's
Yeah,
NBC's logo,
and you
right?
can also get like all different type of sporting events and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like what Coffee was saying, are they called are the pay-per-views on there is called premium live events. Anything outside of a streaming service is still a pay-per-view.
Oh, so you could still order that.
Oh yeah, or like if you live outside of the United States, you could still get the WWE Network on its own, and you still would have to get like the pay-per-views
Oh, okay.
if you
Oh,
want anything else.
that sucks.
Hey, did you guys ever what do you guys know what I'm talking about last night though, where there was that dude in the live that was saying like all this stuff and you kept saying that's not such and such.
Oh, I talked to him
Oh, Terrence the
earlier.
Great.
We figured out who it was too.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Whoever
figured out who it was. Because Terrence had blocked this one dude, on Nina Boy Party Line, and so the dude got mad apparently, and he's going around to a bunch of channels trying to start shit under Terrence's name. And yeah, notice how the dude disappeared when I said I was gonna call Terrence?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah, he was in there. He's like, I'm the only black Mormon that you know, CB. And I'm like, well, Terrence isn't even a Mormon. He's a Moor, you fucking idiot. No, I could tell it wasn't him. Terrence wouldn't come in there talking shit like that. And when I asked him, he was like, I don't even know that channel.
well, it was weird. He kept saying shit to me like, "Oh, Jay Coffee, you were around for this and that." So I was like, "Whoever that is someone that's been around for a lot of shit." Like,
His name
what?
is Shop Talk. It's a dude that goes on there and like he never would show his face. He just would always wear this like red ski mask thing. And then he ended up. Terrence told me that he ended up because I was like, "Has that dude ever shown his face?" And then Terrence was telling me that he ended up having a camera slip one time, and it was a young white guy.
He But what was he saying? He was talking about Nina Boy pays us money. I was like, that don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm like, this dude's the fucking. I mean, I'm gonna say this, and this is nothing against the mentally challenged, but the dude, I think, in all actuality, that's doing this is like kind of mentally challenged, like because I've seen this dude like the way he acts like the past year.
So we'll give him a pass.
You know, but yeah, that's not cool. So I mean, if you guys see anybody like, because he's probably mad that I called him out and he knew I was going to call Terrence. So I might be his next one that he clones the account. So if you see anybody saying anything weird under my name, if they come in here, tell me to just be like, hit the link, CB. I'll always hit the link. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's the thing too. I've never had that anyone do to me, but it's such bullshit that YouTube allows that. But I told people before, it's really simple. All you got to do is click that person's shit, right? And then click block. And then go, like, say there was someone pretending to be you. And I click it, and then I click block, and then I go to your actual real page. If you're not already blocked, I know that wasn't you.
Right. Yeah, and like that, I looked at that account, and it was just made like a month ago, a month or two. You know what I mean? Like, so it was made right around the time that Terrence did that. Terrence blocked him, and yeah. So I mean, it all adds up to this dude. And people
Hey,
are just weird, you know. Like I knew that wasn't him, because I've spoken to him before.
hey, much love, Donna. I hope you have a great day. What are you guys, before you go, what are you guys cooking?
Have a good day, Donna. Nice to meet you.
Pittsburgh just won.
Pittsburgh won?
Yeah, 53-yard field goal.
Oh, so that means BK lost the bet as well then, right?
Yep.
Oh shit, y'all both lost. How did you guys even get into making that bet?
Because we was talking about football, and then it just came out the blue.
What, he was like, your squad's gonna lose, or you said it first, or
like a dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you know how it goes. Your team not gonna win. Your team not gonna win. Well, you want to make a bet? Well, yeah, let's make a bet. You know how it go.
Yeah.
They wanted me to
So,
bet, and I'm like, no, I don't gamble anymore. Ever since the Celtics cost me $2,500,
sorry.
When
I
did
won't
you
even make a little bet that doesn't even involve money. Nope, not doing it.
Listen, you want to know something that I figured out? A lot of people that hate on the Bills, right? From back in the day, like people who weren't Bills fans, I found out over the years from talking to people, they always say, man, you guys were the truth. That team was amazing, but you guys in them Super Bowls, I bet on y'all, and you lost. Oh man, I lost 10,000. I lost this much. So I think that's a lot of the hate that the Bills get is those teams were so good, those 4 Super Bowls that people. But say you betted on them the first 2, I'd be like, I'm not gonna bet after that.
They just get hated on because they've been trash for so long.
Yeah, I'm done with the
Like, y'all
bet.
actually pretty good right now, but like that was trash for so long that y'all
Oh
get hated.
yeah.
We had some good in some of those years though. We had some pretty good teams like 04, Bledsoe's last year with the Bills. We went 9-7. We were on fire.
No, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The Bills are only the legitimately New York team, and they could go through years of not winning, and the Giants can go through years of not winning, and they'll still get praised and loved as if they actually won something.
Yeah, those.
But the Bills, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but they're the only legitimate New York team.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they play in New Jersey Giants and Jets.
Oh, they're in Jersey.
Yo,
every team in New York is trash right now.
you know the Bills ain't trash. You know that, bro. We're serious, bro. Listen, Von Miller, what Von Miller brought to the defense, like, because we already had a good squad on both sides of the ball, bro.
That's hurting us right now. But yeah,
But
Von Miller.
what he brought to the pass rush, bro, and then we also brought back Jordan Phillips. You remember him? He's a defensive tackle. We had him, and then he went to the Dolphins. Yo, he's a beast. And then we got Shaq Lawson back. Like, we're serious, man. Teams are afraid of us.
And Von is healthy too for the first time in a long time.
Who is?
Von Miller, he's finally healthy.
Yeah. Donna says pork on the grill, broccoli, and mashed potatoes. Man, that sounds good. That sounds good as hell. I love, like, when I'm watching football on Sundays, I love, like, grilling some food. Or, like, me and my friend, we used to always do for the first game of the year, we always used to do, like, a pulled pork or deep fry a turkey or do something special.
We cooked the Falcon tonight. Falcon gumbo.
Falcon gumbo?
Yeah.
Falcon jambalaya. Yo, what's the deal? Do you do the jambalaya thing? That's like a New Orleans signature dish, right?
I love some jambalaya.
That's what I thought too.
Jambalaya, pastalaya.
Oh shit! I didn't even know Jimbo had popped up in here.
Oh, hey, Jimbo.
Shit, I gotta plug this in. Who's calling me?
I called last night was when I popped in and y'all was talking about the 2 girls on the island shit again.
If I answer this call, will it cut out?
Lying.
That's the only part I heard.
You might get kicked off, but you can come back on.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, the live will still be
We'll hold
up.
it down, Jay.
Yeah, yeah, that?
Yeah, we still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lonnie, you started a whole bunch of crap, man.
That shit was funny though.
I had to put that
Yeah,
video
that
on
was.
private.
I'm sure.
I mean, it was so good. It even brought another side out of me that I don't normally put out there.
I didn't even think that was you. I'm like, somebody check that account. Does he have a wrench? I'm like, that's not Jay Millie.
And like that was like on some bullshit. Like I wasn't like thinking about that shit all day. That was just on the fly.
You just came out. You just came out with
Something
it.
random.
But it went on for 4 hours.
Yeah.
What are
Everybody,
y'all talking about?
everybody probably asked the same question.
One made my live turn into a crazy triple X rated live, and I had to put it on private.
What?
What's the question? If you were stuck on an island, you only had 2 girls left.
What
One
happened?
had a colostomy bag, and the other one's pussy stank. Which one you take?
Man, that sounds like some crazy shit. That's like the one time Jay Millie, you
Poppy's
guys.
like, I'm not even answering that.
I don't even know how to answer that. What'd you say? A colostomy bag or what?
And the other one got
Or some snake key the cat.
You need to go put that shit in some salt water for a month.
Yeah, like it needs antibiotic.
No, I'm not hearing the second one. I heard colostomy, but what?
A stinky vajayjay.
Oh, damn.
Like really bad.
I might go with the colostomy bag.
Yeah, that's basically what everyone picked. The travel pack for the win. Echo calls it the travel pack.
Yeah, that was a wild live the other night.
Yeah, like,
And I sit at home with wifey, so like I don't jump online. But yeah, I did enough from the chat.
you started it all, and here we are 2 days later, and it's still going.
Questions that make you.
You know what? I think I might create another YouTube channel. Call it Sex Talk.
Uh-oh.
Jay Millie, I remember that one time you guys had matter of fact, when you're still rocking with Alias, remember you guys had that
Oh yeah, yeah. With Eva and Rain.
crazy. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't
That
watching.
was.
Well, that stuff kind of happens on my live sometimes. I don't know why. It just does.
Hey, whatever happened? Oh, yo, do any of you guys watch this show, CB420, especially you, because it takes place in Boston? You ever watch the show called City on a Hill?
No, actually, I don't watch TV except for sports, but I want to check that out if it's in Boston. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it's Kevin Bacon is this federal agent, but he's like
Okay.
kind of like crooked or whatever. And then there's this guy, this black dude is the district attorney, and he gets hired because of like affirmative action. And you know how Boston kind of has like high racial tensions or whatever, like this back in the 90s.
Yep.
So it's like him and them two working together, and they're like trying to take down these bank robbers from Charleston. And there's like it's just all this different shit in Boston. Like it's pretty good.
Okay, Charlestown's actually known for a lot of bank robberies.
Yeah, that's that movie, The Town. That's what that's about, right?
Yeah.
With Ben Affleck and are they really from Boston? Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Yeah, I know
Like-
Ben Affleck definitely is.
Like they claim to be from like the hood, right?
I'm not really sure about that.
Like what's that one neighborhood in South Boston? That's like
Well, in Southie?
okay, yeah, that's
South Boston and Southie. That's like, all right. There's what they call like different like villages of Boston, but it's all Boston. Like
what's the one where Mark Wahlberg's from?
Dorchester.
Yeah, that's kind of the hood,
Oh yeah, that's hood.
and that's a part of
I
South
was
Boston.
there for a long time.
Is that South Boston too?
It's right next to South Boston, basically.
Okay.
And then you got like Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, Roslindale, Hyde Park, West Roxbury,
So on this show,
Charlestown, the North End.
on this show that I'm talking about, there's a lot of shit happens in Roxbury too. There's these like projects that a lot of shit goes down in on the show. Like if you got Amazon Prime, it's on
I
there.
do.
They're
Cool.
on season. Yeah, like especially I don't know if you like to binge watch it, but they're on season 3 right now.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would binge watch.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's such a good show. It's just like,
How do they do with the accent?
oh man, yo, like, I mean, you're from Boston, so you could tell a legitimate accent more than I can. But like to me,
Right.
they all sound pretty good.
Do they sound like me?
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, then there's another show that I used to watch that was called The Brotherhood, right? And
Yeah.
I thought they were in Boston, but they were in Providence, Rhode Island. But they sounded this
Oh,
kind of
okay.
similar. Do they?
Yeah, they're really. I mean, Rhode Island's right next door, and it's so tiny. You know, that's why. I mean, they're just like part of New England. Like they don't have any of their own teams or anything. You know, like they go with us.
Yeah, on
Hey,
that
what-
show, the one in Providence, in one episode, this guy comes in the bar, right? And he's got a Yankees hat on. And the guy's like, hey, he's like,
Take
listen,
that shit off.
yeah, he's like, listen, man, I'm not trying to like have problems, but like you can't come in here. And the guy is like, the guy's like a square kind of guy. So he's just like, come on, man.
What's the problem?
Yeah, and he says something slick to him, and I forget. But he's like trying to be funny, like, "Oh, you're busting my balls. I'm gonna bust your balls back." And the guy's like, "Listen, like, you're not understanding how serious this is about to get, or whatever." And he said something else. They ended up killing the guy. It was like,
Oh, man. I believe it though.
I was gonna get a Yankee hat just to wear on TVs live.
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm a Yankee."
Neighborhood.
Buy one just to wear on TV shit.
Hey, at least Jay Coffee is Buffalo and not damn stinky Yankees.
Well, I am a Yankees fan though, but I'm not like.
Uh-oh.
No, I am a Yankees fan. I mean, but I'm like, I know how to explain it. I'm not with the Yankees. It's not as passionate as I am about the
football.
Bills. Like the
Yeah.
Bills Patriots rivalry more started when you guys got good.
Right.
Like I mean, we've always been divisional rivals, but it wasn't until the Super Bowl and stuff it became.
Swapping quarterbacks and shit. Oh, we're done with Drew Bledsoe. Hey, Bills, y'all want Drew Bledsoe? Here, y'all can have him now.
Well, then remember too. Then we signed Lawyer Malloy like 3 games before the 04 season started. And it was crazy. The first game we shut them out 31-0. But then week 17 they shut us out 31-0. It was crazy.
I bet y'all know where I'm.
Yeah, you remember a lot of details about these games, Coffee. I'm impressed.
I'm kind of crazy when it comes to the Bills. Like people always like my sister is married to a guy that does like Vegas sports book. Like he makes spreads at a casino, like where like when you go to bet on a game and they'll say, "Oh, the odds are this and this," like he does that for a living. And
Yeah, that's what my stepbrother does. That's
But when
how I
we would
lost all
talk
that money.
about sports and I'd start quoting stuff like that, he'd be like, my sister told me that she was like, man, the way he remembers things is kind of fucking amazing. But it's like I don't remember that. I remember a lot of that stuff until something is said, and it starts kind of like certain things trigger things, and then I
Exactly. Yeah.
remember it.
Oh, kind of like that 300-yard pass game Alex Smith had on y'all that one time.
Hey,
That one I'm not remembering so well. What year was that? The year you guys had Manningham?
Yeah, that was the 2011. That was Harbaugh's first year.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember, and that's when Kaepernick was still doing the Wildcat. Like, yeah, no, that was the year he took the job from him, like week 11.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was just thinking about it was the next year before the Rams game when Alex Smith had got hurt and Kaepernick. I want to say that was like week 3 because it was early in the season.
Oh, see, I thought he took the job like mid-season.
Yeah, it was close to mid-season because the Rams game was like 2 or 3 weeks later.
I remember that because like that was crazy to me because it wasn't like Alex Smith was playing bad. He just happened to get hurt, and Cap came in, and they were just like, you know what?
He was the number 1 rated quarterback at the time he got hurt. He was the number 1 rated a quarterback and was leading the leading vote getter for MVP that year.
Man, I
He's
always
like-
feel bad for Alex Smith because of that leg injury, man.
Oh man, yeah.
I've said this before, like we've had this conversation before, but I still always bring it up. Like he has a crazy career because it was like he came in, you know, what 05 maybe 04,
Yep.
like,
05.
and he played pretty decent. I think you guys were around 500, but then he went through a lot of shit, bro. Where like he got benched, like I said, for JT O'Sullivan. At one point, he got benched for Troy Smith.
Yep.
And then it was like, it wasn't until, like, how long was he with y'all? He didn't really shine.
He was with
until,
us for about 8 years.
yeah, and then it wasn't until the tail end of his time in San Fran that people really started respecting him. But then he lost the job to Cap, and then he did good in KC too.
Oh, he
And
was
he lost-
balling in KC. Yeah,
Where did
if
he
you
go
ask
after
me,
K- where did he go after KC?
Hey, bro,
Washington,
Yeah, that's right.
I
and that's
swear,
when the leg injury happened.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
documentary that they put out or whatever. Like for instance, Black Bigot. You guys know I always bring him up. He's a basketball guy. Like he likes football, but he don't know as much about it. But like that Alex Smith like documentary they put out, he was like, man, I never knew all this shit like that guy. Like a lot of people that hit with a lot of people who aren't even necessarily football fans.
Have you ever talked to him?
Who's that?
yeah.
Black
Coffee's
Bigot.
real good friends with
Yeah,
him.
yeah. No, like I've hung with him in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's cool, man. That's what I was telling a lot of people. He's a lot different than you. Like, he's almost like a stand-up comic and an
Yeah.
actor. Like, when you meet him, he's so different than you would think he would be. That's what I mean. Like, he's like, YouTube for him is show business.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So that's why he's always telling me, like, man, you're wasting your time if you're not trying to find what way can make you the most money. That's the way he looks at it.
People have said that to me too, and I'm like, I'm just doing it for fun, really. And they're like, no, I need to get monetized. I'm like, I'm
Why,
fine.
you watch him? Do you watch him?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I've talked to him before. Honestly, one time I was just messing around with him, and he's like, I don't remember what I said in the chat. He was like, he said something like that wasn't really me in the picture or whatever. So I sent him a couple other pictures to prove it was me. I'm like, well, why would I fake this shit?
What
And
kind of
He
he's like,
has, like,
so he's like, oh, you look good in this picture. He's like, I don't know about this one though.
yeah, that's how he is too. He's
It
real.
was hilarious. I knew I did it just so he would clown me. You know what I mean? I knew he was gonna. So
Yeah,
I did it for comedy reasons, you know.
He has like a cult following. Like
But he's
people,
cool. I noticed that.
people love that guy. People are like, hey, if you make it out here, you could stay at my house.
Yeah, like, you don't really know this guy.
Because that's the
Hey,
thing,
I told
though.
I told him he could sleep outside my house with his man. And then he told me I might be a serial killer, but it's okay.
You might be a what?
Serial killer.
Oh man, it can go both ways.
All that, though, he really does live like that. That is true, though. That is real. Like the van
Yeah,
life and all.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying that's real.
I'm
Like, some
driving my
people
mom's
think
over
that's
here.
fake.
Coffee slept in his van one night.
Nah.
I was like, huh?
Huh?
I linked with him when he came out to Vegas, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
No, he used to be a Vegas cab driver for a long time.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
Shout
He
out
knows-
to him though. He's doing his thing, you know what I mean? Oh, and there are a lot of people that do fake that life on YouTube.
Yeah, he likes to call them out. Like there was some girl.
Yeah, like that girl, I saw that.
Yeah. Yo, I tell people all the time though, like if I didn't have kids in a family, I would do that. I would live that nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah, just travel and go wherever.
And if I didn't have my wife, I would do that shit.
All right, put it put it in the mic, press
I'm
the
not
frost.
materialistic at all. Like anything I got, I could throw that shit away today.
Which one's better? That one probably.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
Lonnie, that statement could go either way.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not a materialistic person like that, so I
And
probably do that. But not everything, but a lot of stuff.
or I'll
I'm actually in the process of doing that. I'm not saying to my kid, I'm like, anything you haven't touched or used in like at least a year, like that shit's going in the trash. I don't care. And he's like, no, we're gonna donate it. I'm like, okay, we'll donate it. But still, so I got boxes and stuff that need to go to donation.
which
Two and
channel
three
do you watch
Chargers.
of his CB? Which do you watch both of? Or he has like a few channels though. He's got the black
He's got the Black Blade and the Black Bigelow, right?
and then Lamont at Large. You ever watch that one?
Oh, I used to. I don't get the
Graveyard.
notifications for that one anymore. I'll have to see if I'm still subscribed. You know how they do that weird shit sometimes. What? Oh.
That's my daughter.
Oh,
yeah.
you got me. I was like, where the hell that came from?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, that channel blew up though. The Graveyard one.
Yeah. He goes, and he's always feeding the birds.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. I don't know. Like people either love him or hate him.
No, I like him. I think he's cool. Like I said, I did that thing just, for humor, for myself, him, and the audience. I didn't care, It was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Life going.
So shout out to him. He's cool.
Yeah, that's what it was. You see the life going.
And he's actually living that life, and
I'm talking about you the life going.
Oh yeah, I'm the lifeguard. But what happens when the lifeguard needs a lifeguard? Because you guys left me like that the other night.
I
was laughing so hard I couldn't even breathe.
Why?
Because of that damn question of yours.
Oh, well, I had to go to sleep. I had work Saturday morning, and I barely got any sleep. I don't even think I slept. And like 2 o'clock yesterday in the evening, I started to fall out at work. I had to leave. I was supposed to be at a 5.
Oh man.
So it is what it is. But
Lunchtime.
nah, that's just a break, bro. I'm about to be out of here though. We got a break right now. We leave in 20 minutes. What type of break that is?
That's weird.
Yeah, break right before you leave.
How long?
20 minutes.
I had a job like that.
Yeah, you take a break and you come back from break, and 20 minutes later you leaving.
Like, what was the purpose? Shoot, I don't need no break. Just let me finish this out and go home.
Now that's just a break to remind you to clean up.
I heard that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I'm at the right TV and explain to her why I'm gonna call her the lifeguard. I don't think she knows.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Yeah, I don't think she's in on the inside joke just yet.
My bad. My kid really came. Well, I was walking by and he's like, bah! He looks at.
But I'm still laughing over that.
Oh,
shit.
Jay Coffee Talk coming this way. I'm like, what? Abominable Jay Coffee Talk. That's what my kid just called your channel, Jay.
What he say?
Abominable. It's hard to say. Talk.
By the way, his mom can't.
That's all right. She be the lifeguard.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's CB to the rescue.
It'll be funny when we get in on our joke.
What, Lonnie?
Once I put you up on our joke while I'm calling you that, you'll be even laughing more. I'm not gonna put it up.
Man, like I literally was laughing so hard that live. I was crying. I couldn't breathe. Chaos kept falling off.
That's how I was
left by
on
myself.
I was almost crying laughing on that live.
I was too. I was literally laughing so hard I couldn't talk.
I'm talking
That's
about
why I'm like, what happens when the lifeguard needs a lifeguard? What the fuck? Yeah, that was a crazy live. I mean, it's still gonna be there. If you guys want to watch it another time, just let me know. I'll unprivate it until you're done. But that was funny shit.
When is that from? Like how long ago?
2 days ago, Friday night, I believe it was.
Oh, okay. Got crazy, huh?
Oh yeah, extra crazy.
Hey, so where that whole shit went down with Pino and 1090 Jake, that's not far from you?
No, that was like 15 minutes away.
Oh, good.
tomorrow.
Well, you said
And that was in the hood, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm like, he had some balls to come up here and do that shit and go up in, like, that's a rough area.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that I didn't watch it yet, but I think Pino posted a video talking about I got beat up and I don't know, I think it was in jail or something, but all I saw was the I got beat up part.
Who was that? Pino?
Yeah, I think it was a jail story, a prison story.
He was talking about it in the classroom.
In the bathroom?
No, in the classroom.
Oh, okay. Well, it was in the classroom. Like I said, I didn't watch it, so don't quote me on that. I only saw.
I didn't watch it neither, but he beat himself up in the classroom.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the whole beating off in school thing.
Oh,
Yeah, he beat himself up in the classroom.
shut up.
Oh, Khalil Mack got him one. Khalil Mack got him one.
That's when he got mad. So like when all that went down and I made a video about it, that's when he got mad at me and started dissing and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, that's news.
Everybody was talking about it. Why was he on you?
I don't know. I mean, because like, I don't know. It was like, I mean, I don't have a problem with the dude or nothing like that. I don't even really make videos about any of that prison stuff anymore. But when I did,
Right.
like, I don't know, man, because we had spoke a couple times or whatever. So I don't know if he thought maybe like, oh, we're cool. Not like we weren't, but it's just like, come on, man. Because, when it originally came out, like when Milk, whoever, I don't even know who broke that story, but like when Milk did, he was originally saying it was a lie. Kind of like the same thing with this. Like when 1090 Jake got that, he was saying it was all a lie and everyone lied. So I think,
I mess with all three of y'all on this channel. Like I fuck with all y'all as friends. If anything ever comes out that's factual about me beating off in the classroom, post the fucking video.
That's never gonna happen, Lonnie.
It's never gonna happen. But if they had some facts like that on me, post the video. Like it's a fucking factual situation. Like who gives a fuck?
Like, look what I just found out about my friend.
I mean, considering all the craziness that be going around, I don't think that would be like high up there.
I mean, but it needs to be factual.
I mean, if you went into a school classroom, school bathroom right now at this age and went and did that shit, that would be a whole different story.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different level.
Yeah, I would
Exactly.
never. Hell no. But I don't even go to school like that. Like.
So what do you guys think about me calling out and exposing a teacher that I had?
Who?
One of the teachers that I had. He was gym teacher and like phys ed, health class. I mean, and he was also the guy for detention and in-school suspension. So
Yeah.
in the in-school suspension room, there was there was the regular classroom, and there was a door where it was like supposed to be like a storage closet or something, but it was like another little room. You know what I mean? And he would have girls come in there and give them cocaine. And
What were they doing for the cocaine? Because I know he just ain't giving it to him.
I don't know, the door was closed, but it's facts. And they were doing other stuff, yes. And he would have parties at his house and have all these
What would he have at his
underage
house?
school kids. Huh?
What would he have at his house?
Parties.
Huh?
Shut up. So yeah, you'd have underage students at his house for parties where obviously there's drinking and cocaine and all that. And the guy also, okay, it goes to this level, and I'm gonna say it, whatever. The man's so weird. Okay, he knew that I liked the band Sublime. He bought me Sublime thongs and had them sent to my house.
He wanted some CV 420 in his life.
This dude is disgusting. Okay, and he was drinking and driving and killed somebody, a guy in a wheelchair.
Well, hopefully he went to prison.
He did, but he's out. And I keep blocking him on Facebook. And he, like, I don't know how many accounts he has, but yeah. Like, I had a private my Facebook and my Instagram that used to be public. I had to private them both because of weirdos.
Oh yeah.
Only people, which kind of hurts me in a way, business-wise.
I was gonna ask you if he was a priest, but most of the time priests go after little boys, so he's the opposite.
Yeah, well, he was into the little girls, and I never went in that back room, but I have friends that did.
Wow.
So yeah, he was definitely doing things with young girls.
How old were you at that point in time? Like young?
I was in high school. Like,
You could be 18 in high school.
so like 16, 17. I turned 18 my senior year. Yeah, you're right. I was supposed to graduate when I was 17, but I stayed back a year. Because I wanted to. I ended up messing up. Not going to school much.
I graduated when I was 18 because I was worried about asking questions about fucking travel packs and stank pussy and shit. You know?
Oh man, I got to the point where Jay had my stomach hurting. The fuck?
I was going to ask you, how is your stomach feeling?
Oh, I'm not talking about the deep stomach penetration.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm skipping it Sunday. It's the holy day and it's football.
Yeah, man, you don't have to break it down like that, though. We were keeping it PG.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if the pastor can't keep it PG during service, I don't see why anybody else has to.
I didn't even know the Queen of England died.
Yeah, I remember you were asking. I'm like, yeah, she really did. I'm like, well, if you believe that was really her, but
rusty, crumbled up old bitch.
cobweb.
Now we gotta deal with Dumbo ears.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's the Queen
Fly,
of England
Charles,
now?
fly.
Charles,
Nah,
yeah.
he's the king. He's the first
Did you-
king and shit.
Did you see those
Yeah.
big old paper documents they were signing?
Wait, so he's the king now.
Yeah, they had the whole like thing yesterday where he like got signed in.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. I'm just like, this is, I don't care about none of this. I'm
I
like, this is,
watched it on dude. What's Truth? His channel. He had it all. I watched it for a few minutes and I just couldn't anymore. I'm like, why am I watching this? I don't even
Well, you
care.
yeah,
about it.
because he's the first king in like how many hundreds of years?
I don't know, cause same lady was been there for like 200 years.
Yeah.
Queen.
No, like the fuck? Come
Queen
on.
Charles.
It's
Right?
2020. He could be whatever he want to be. If he want to tuck it under and be the queen, he could be the queen.
Queen Charlene.
Either way it goes, he got the ears to get around very easily.
Queen Charlotte, you know what I mean?
Dumbo he is.
Yeah, I
Much
mean, I
love
know
and
people.
shout
I know
out to
people
whoever's
got big
in the
ears,
chat. I apologize, I
but
can't see the chat right now.
but that's like GMO ears. It's like your ears are not supposed to be bigger than your head.
You broke up a little bit.
I was saying your ears are not supposed to be bigger than your head.
Right? Oh, Lonnie fell off. Are you still there?
Oh, well, you know what? Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
You know what? I just
You know,
thought
I can't say.
We lost line.
yeah, he literally just fell off like 2 seconds
He
ago.
fell out. He's dealing with that New Orleans Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, swamp Wi-Fi.
Oh, he said he was going on break and then he was leaving, so he'll probably be back. Oh, there goes Coffee's phone. Hey, Jay Millie.
Oh,
our shows are gonna end up crazy. I just thought of that.
Oh, yes. I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing.
People don't know what they're in for.
It's definitely going to be interesting, for sure.
Yeah. Stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. We can have a surprise coming up for you.
They need to change that touchdown rule. Because I get tired of seeing guys catch the ball in the end zone, and you know how they have to have both feet in. But I'm like, if you catch the ball in the end zone
you're wasting
and your
your
foot
breath.
down,
Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
can you hear me?
You were breaking up for a second. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying, if you catch the ball, if you catch the ball in the end zone,
yeah,
it shouldn't even matter. At that point, I can understand if you do it like on the sidelines and stuff, but if you're in the end zone and you catch the ball in the end zone with 1 foot and your momentum just happens to take you out the end zone, it should still count.
Well, yeah. If you make it in there.
But, you know, this football, we probably won't get a rule change like that for another 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just frustrating, especially when it's your team.
Yeah, that hurts even more.
Yeah, you done did all that driving down, and they just to tell you, oh no, you can't get it. You didn't have both feet in. Oh, well, it's 10-0 Vikings.
Oh, what quarter?
It's the first quarter, I think. Still, no,
okay.
Second quarter.
Oh, I just started an hour ago. You're like, I gotta get up early so I can watch football. I need to go to bed early so I can wake up early and watch football. You're funny. Wait, were you still there when El Jesus did ate one of the gummy bears?
Oh yeah, I watched when he did the whole thing.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah,
Coffee
he
missed
was
that
showing the
part.
yeah he was because you remember Loke had went live on an IG and me and you had went over there at the same time.
Yeah, yep, that was funny. I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm like, oh no, y'all go ahead and fire y'all bellies up.
Right?
I'm good. I'm not eating no chip. I'm not eating no gum. The only gummy I will eat is the one with the
Edibles.
THC in it.
Exactly. Same here. Even though I stay eating
I'm
these
not
gummy
doing no.
ones, no, but those ones don't have THC, you know. I wish they did.
I want to give me some what the Rice Krispie edibles.
Oh yeah, my kid's father
Those
makes
are
those
good.
all the time.
Yeah,
He
those are
does.
so good.
I mean, he used to be more into it, but because he like
All right, we
started
back.
doing edible business. Oh, you're back.
Lon's back too.
Yeah, I've been waiting since I fucking dropped off.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh,
well,
I
go
Coffee got
ahead.
a phone call.
Hey,
don't know how
CB, say it. Say it, CB.
my daughter was
Baby, come back.
going to hang out with her friends. When I was talking to
Baby,
them.
come back. Lonnie, come back.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
Going,
Coffee. What did you
I'm going to hang out with the friends, huh?
I was saying, Lon was saying, "Oh, I've been waiting to get added," and I was saying, I had my daughter was going to hang out with her friends, so I had to go out and talk to the parents.
say? Oh yeah. How old is she?
14, about to
Okay,
be 15. Like,
Woo! Wait,
mine will be
hold on,
13
coffee.
in
Hold on,
November.
coffee. Hold on, coffee. Hold on, coffee.
Uh-huh.
They going to hang out with friends, or they going to hang out with friends as an excuse to go hang out with boys?
well, that's what I was trying to. That's why I was out there grilling the other parents.
Yeah,
Um,
because you know I got a daughter too, so you know I had to ask.
yeah, no, that's why I was gone so long. I was grilling them and
I do that with the parents too.
I was
I'm
giving them
very iffy
the.
about who I let my kid go with.
They
I was
definitely
giving
got
them.
parents.
I
They
was
definitely
giving
got
them
parents
the
out there that fucking do some stupid shit for kids.
TV interview.
Huh?
I said
Hello?
I was. Can y'all?
Hello?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I mean, your background sounds a little loud, but we can hear you.
I don't think
That's
that's me.
That's me.
Oh, that's Lonnie at work.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So
I think I'm gonna drop out and come back. It won't end the thing, right?
No,
Nah,
it won't. No, we'll still be here. Yeah, you
Okay.
have no avatar right now either.
Really?
Yeah, I
gone
think
for a
it
while.
happened when he got a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucked everything up. All right, hold on, y'all.
Okay, we'll be here.
damn, Aaron Rodgers looking frustrated. He looking horrible. He mad.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not even a Packer fan, but relax.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Lil Wayne.
Yo, Lonnie, I call them the fudge packers.
Hey, but
The
no, if you're gonna make the rule where
the
they only
Green
got to
Bay
get,
fudge packers.
I couldn't answer this whenever I was dropped out while y'all was talking about it. If you're gonna make the rule where you only need to get 1 foot in the end zone for it to be a catch, you gotta make it a rule for the whole field. It can't be just for the end zone.
Oh, that's true, Lonnie.
Yeah, I was just saying that because you know how the NFL is. It's like we're not going to give you everything you want, so we'll kind of
Yeah.
modify it.
No, but I think they do need to clarify it better because what the catch in the NFL is so tricky today.
Right?
Yeah, for real. It's
You
like,
get so
okay,
many
what
flags
is a catch?
thrown, and you'll think everything's good, and then like, nope. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, because Dez Bryant's still bad.
Can y'all hear me better now?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I was saying
I'm
I
about
was
to be
giving them
rolling.
the DJ
I'm about to
Vlad.
holler at y'all later. I'm
So the
leaving.
parents passed the test, huh?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I was comfortable enough to let her go hang.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna holler at y'all later because once I leave from here, I'm gonna be at the house and I don't be doing
Yeah,
live.
then your rules go in effect.
Yep. So
Oh,
catch
it's
y'all later.
Sunday. It's Sunday. So you got to cut the grass today too, right?
Probably when I get home.
Mhm.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
It's okay. I'm gonna holler at you like on Instagram on the phone because you can't get on.
Well, yeah, because
Oh
it's
yeah,
9/11.
yeah. This is my last moments.
Cause niggas dumbass bet like that
Oh,
with somebody
that
you ain't
bet
gonna be with anyway.
that
Yeah,
bet is
I mean, I
confusing.
didn't even know that was his schedule until, you know what I'm saying? If I had known, then I would have been like, nah, I ain't about to make that bet.
She could have
Yeah,
made
you
it.
asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. Well, cause what happened was I had messaged him. I'm like, yeah, Coffee's live, and he tagged you, and he wants you to come on, but you can't. I said I had to break the news to him. And he's like, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had to think
He's like,
about it. I was
I'm
like,
coming
well, we
on.
never clarified if it was right after the game or if it started on Monday.
And then we had no way to contact BK, so
All right. So,
I guess
I'm a
we
man
could
of my
have
word.
asked
I'm going to
Tom,
stick with
but
the
he
bet.
wouldn't have known either. Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the bet,
They lost too though.
Oh,
So
Oh, yeah.
basically, you can't come back till Saturday, right?
that's an
Friday.
odd bet though.
Oh,
Like
well, yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
that bet is confusing to me though. Like those are odd stakes. Like you got to disappear for a week. Who came? Yo, you came up with that or he did?
He did.
He did.
I knew that. That's some Canadian ass shit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
especially because he did every other week. He's not on YouTube because he has his daughter. That's what he
Mhm.
does. So
Yeah.
I was trying to tell Jay that, but everybody was talking and I couldn't really get it out.
She didn't tell you because she
Yeah, I
cool with
wish I
you.
would have heard it because I definitely wouldn't have taken it.
You heard me, Jay Miller?
No,
Huh?
you think
I'm
uh,
fucking with you. I'm joking with
man,
you.
I was sad
Hey,
when
Billy, you should
when the
file
team
an
was
appeal.
like, really?
You should file an appeal.
It's alright. He can still talk to me anyway.
I tell you,
I'll be the
Yeah.
one relaying messages to you.
I tell you, make another new.
Yeah, like,
You
like,
change your name and then you come on as somebody else.
Lonnie.
oh, troll account?
Yeah.
Less people in your way right now.
Hey, I have
But
thought about that.
I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out.
All right, Lonnie.
Alright. Be safe, Lonnie. Much love, homie. Yeah, that bet is terrible.
That bet is suspect.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Hey, Millie, you got to file an appeal, man.
Yeah, hey, you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Go to Canada and file that appeal.
Yo, just like the NFL, while the appeal is pending, you carry on business as usual until a final ruling comes in.
That's right. Are you
Nah,
doing
it's good
dishes,
though.
Coffee? Sounds like Coffee doing dishes.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I knew it. Good man.
Yeah, I'll be good. Sure, I need a little break anyways.
Do we got some more final scores? All the 1 o'clock games are over, right?
Yeah, so now
Yeah.
it's the 4 o'clock, 4:20, whatever, 4:25.
Yeah, so the games I got on right now, Minnesota's up nothing on Green Bay, and
Wait, what's the Green Bay
the
score?
Chargers 10-0 Minnesota.
Really?
Yep.
That's shocking.
Oh, snap. Oh, Chargers is up 16-3. They just
Oh.
scored again. 17-3 now.
Jay Millie, what do you think about this statement though that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league?
He's top 3.
He's good.
So who else do you got
Yeah,
up there? Brady?
Yes.
I'm not gonna put Brady up there only because he's been around since ancient times.
Ancient. He's the same age as us.
You know, but I would put it would be Allen, Lamar, and
Who?
Lamar.
Allen, Lamar, and I'm stuck between Mahomes and Hubert.
Mahomes.
When does KC play? Monday night?
Now KC on right now.
Who has Monday night?
They're up 27 on the Cardinals.
Damn. Who has the Monday night game?
That's a good question.
Hey Alexa, what football game is on tomorrow night?
There's normally 2, ain't there? Ain't there normally 2 on the first week?
Yeah.
Broncos and Seahawks.
Who is it?
Broncos and Seahawks.
Oh man, how did I not realize that Russell Wilson was playing his former team the first week? How the fuck?
Oh
why
yeah,
hasn't
for real.
everyone been talking about that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're
people
talking
gonna be
about
tuned
it
in
now.
for that one.
Have you heard ESPN or anyone really talking a lot about this? I haven't.
No,
Vaguely.
none of us knew who was even playing tomorrow night. I had to ask the damn Alexa.
Yeah, they dropped the ball.
They've been
That's
talking
amazing.
more about. Yeah, it's been a lot of stories about the Bucks and the Cowboys, and
the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cowboys always get mainstream love. They get all the primetime games. They get all, they're America's team and all that.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
No, man, the Patriots are.
Yeah, I mean, in all actuality, the Patriots did take that title over.
Yeah. And we got the red, white, and blue. I mean, we added the gray,
I mean, you guys seen like with baseball. You remember how they used to call the Braves America's team?
Yeah.
They did stop that. They don't call them America's team no more.
Yo, remember the thing where all the fans would go, oh, and do the tomahawk?
Yep.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs used to do that too.
Yeah, I can't stand that. That gets on my nerves.
The Red Sox just beat the Orioles 1-0.
Are the Yankees still first place in the AL East?
I think so.
I don't even think. I know they was going through like a bad streak.
The Yankees
and they were losing a lot. Yeah, they were looking bad for a good minute. Let me see some. Let's see. Oop. Pull this up.
I just asked Alexa. Yeah, they're in the East.
Who's first place in the East, though? Is the Yankees still?
Yeah,
the East is the Yankees. It's the Yankees, Red Sox. I think the Devil Rays, the Orioles, and it used to be Detroit, but Detroit switched over to another division, I think, right?
Oh yeah, the Yankees is up by 4.5 games on Tampa Bay.
They said the Nationals are in first place.
In baseball?
Yeah.
That's for the other conference.
Oh, the NL East?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I have. Oh, okay. I just. Let me ask you AL East. Hold on, let me mute real quick.
yeah, I got it up down. The Yankees is first, Tampa Bay is second, Toronto is third, Baltimore is fourth, and Boston is in last place by 15 and a
Yikes.
half games. Ouch.
Who's the best team
Yikes.
in baseball right now?
The best team?
Yeah, like who's got the best record out of all the divisional readers or leaders?
Hold on, let's see. That
Probably
would be the
National.
Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
What's their record?
That they're 95 and 43.
And then what's the Yankees?
Isn't there like
Oh,
51 and 50 something?
84 and 56.
Oh, I knew there was a 50 in there somewhere.
They're
Dang. My Giants is horrible.
Mhm.
We're 29 and a half games back.
Yo, do they still got that one pitcher with the long hair, the white dude? What was his name?
Who, the
Remember?
Giants?
Yeah, he was with y'all when you guys won pennant, right? You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
man, nah, we don't have nobody from that team anymore except for Crawford and Bill. Those are the last two Giants remaining from those years.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Tall, lanky,
Yeah.
white dude, shoulder length, dark hair.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
What-
he's somewhere.
Hey, whatever happened to You remember Bronson? He used to pitch for, matter of fact, for the Red Sox, and then he went to the Reds. White dude with braids, but he's really Latino, but he looks white.
I know who you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
Yo, you know he made an album?
He did?
Really?
Yeah, he did like country music. It's actually pretty good too. I don't even like country, but like
I don't either. There's a few exceptions.
what was his name? Bronson. You know Jay Millie, right? What I'm talking about? He had like blonde hair, and he would have his
Yeah.
I
shit
know who
straight
you're
into
talking
the back.
about too.
Oh, Bronson Arroyo.
Yeah,
There you go,
yeah.
And then when I found out he was Latino, I was like, well, obviously, how
Who's
did I
that
never?
name?
Yeah, the name. Like, how did I never peep that? Because I got some Puerto Rican homies that's name was Arroyo Brown, Arroyo-Brown, and they were
Yeah.
like, they were from Buffalo. Well, they moved to Buffalo from the Bronx, South
Oh
Bronx.
wait, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually common with that community to have like the two last names and like with the dash in the middle, like they have like the mom and the dad's last name.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Hispanic Latino friends that I grew up with, and it's like that a lot. Like Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Mexicans, Colombians, Venezuelans. You know what I mean? Like,
See, in Buffalo, we
Yeah.
mostly have it's mostly Latino population is mostly Puerto Ricans. Like they have the west side of Buffalo has a big Puerto Rican Day parade. It's like
oh, okay.
yeah, it's like some Dominicans, but mostly Puerto Rican. But then when I moved to Florida,
Yeah, we
Latino
love Dominicans a lot
like
too.
they got it's like Colombians, Hondurans, Cubans, Mexicans.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing was they all like did not like each other.
exactly.
And I was
It's
like,
like here, like the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans don't get along.
really? See, in Buffalo, I'm not saying they were all best friends, but for the most
I mean,
part,
this was mostly back in like the 90s that I'm talking. It could be different now. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like watching that show, like I was telling you, and all that, and like all those Boston gangster movies. It seems like in Boston, it's like no one likes each other, kind of, right? Or no? Is it like
well, I mean, there
like
is some tension. It's not like it used to be back then. I wouldn't say it's as high of a rate of that kind of thing going on as it used to be back in the day. But I mean, yeah, it still goes on. And then
Did you
you
ever
had
see
mentioned Southie. Southie's like mainly like all Irish.
That's crazy too, because the south side of Buffalo is Irish. Like in South Buffalo, like the hockey team, like in amateur hockey, is the is South Buffalo Shamrocks,
Oh, okay.
and it's like weird. It's like the South Side is mostly Irish and some Polish too.
Yeah.
But
And like the area of Dorchester where I lived, that like I said, like Dorchester, like is like real close to Southie, but like I back then I used to drink. I don't drink anymore, but I would frequent a bar called Sonny's, and there was I would try to pay for my own stuff, but never once have I paid a penny in that place because those Irishmen, the Irish immigrants that like come from like right from Ireland, there's a huge population of them in that area, and they are so polite and like those guys are awesome. I love the accents. They put me on to all their different slang.
Ireland are like really tough too.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like French men.
Actually, I was there when the Red Sox won that World Series. What year was that? 2004.
Yeah, I remember that. The
Yeah,
Yankees, we were up 3 games to none, and I remember I was calling my friend who is you know what I'm saying, from Buffalo too, but he was a Red Sox fan, but
yeah.
his parents are from Ireland, so he was a Red Sox fan, and I was busting his balls, and then because that's how it was. It was a reverse sweep where you guys were down 3 games to none, won the 4 straight against the Yankees, and then won World Series, and it ended the curse.
Yep.
What was that guy's name? That let
Baby
the ball.
the Bambino.
No, the dude that well, no, that was what they said the curse came from when the Bambino left and went to New York. But the guy that the ground ball went through his legs.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
I forget his name. I know Jay Millie. Oh
I
damn.
know.
Oh, his phone died.
Yeah. You need to plug your phone in, cuz.
I can't think of the guy's fucking name. Jay Millie, what's the guy's name? The curse Buckner. Ain't it Buckner?
Oh, Bill Buckner.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But they were like, oh, that day the curse ended.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look what happened since.
Damn, look at this shit, man. Someone fucking spilled Sunny D up here and it fucking stained the countertops.
Oh no! What color is your countertop? White.
White, yeah. Well, like off white, but I mean, it's cleanable. I'm just gonna have to like let a little bit of bleach sit on it for like 15 and then
Yeah.
fucking rub it again. Fucking
Do
kids.
you just have one kid?
No, I got 2 kids that are in their 20s that are grown. One's
Oh
in the
wow.
army.
Okay.
Yeah, one's in the army and one's in college and still
That's
lives in
awesome.
Florida. But then I got I got a 14-year-old daughter and then a son that's 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my son will be 13 in November.
So I had like 2, like basically almost like 2 sets of kids. Like when the older ones were finally
Right.
grown, I literally was having fucking two more kids.
How
Okay,
old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
just about to be 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be 43 in October.
Okay, yeah. So we're right
But
on.
I waited till I was 30 to have my son now. My kid was actually planned. Believe it or not. Yeah. So I was 30. Well, I turned 30 while I was pregnant with him. He was born a month later.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy. Like with me, I was like when I get into talking with people, I'm like, I had never even knew there was a such thing as a planned pregnancy. The way I grew up, like
right?
you just end
Same
up.
here.
Yeah, for real.
My mother tried telling me I was planned. I was like, yeah, okay. All right, lady. I don't believe her.
Yo, with that shit though, we were just talking about, right, with Boston. You ever hear like when that shit came out about like Mark Wahlberg's past when he was growing up, how he did some kind of crazy shit that they were like saying like, oh, Mark Wahlberg was a racist or whatever. He was like, yo, that's just how I grew up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's like, yeah, that is the way he grew up. Like in the area where he lived, yeah, it was like that.
Because I think they said some shit like he beat up some like Vietnamese people on a bus or something like that.
I forget what it was exactly too. I used to, you know what I mean? Because like I don't really think about that anymore. I forget exactly what it was. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't say like he was like brought up in an area like that, so I can, his parents probably were kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like I always say, like hate is taught, not learned. I mean, hate. I mean, you don't. I teach my kid, everybody's the same. We're all human.
Jay Miller, you probably heard me say this. I always talk about there's a thing I call it the trickle down effect, which means like so 200 years ago or whatever, like this country was crazy racist, out of control. But
Yep.
then over time, like the point that I'm trying to make is like how kids grow up, and then some kids might say, well, man, this is like this don't seem right. But like then at the same time, some things might trickle down. But like we're getting to the point where I think the upcoming generation, our kids, like kids that are just being born now, I'm not
Mhm.
saying everything's gonna be totally perfect, but I'm just saying by then I think that most of that shit's gonna be gone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and
Although,
like the racism part, that will be still going on, just under a different look, but the prejudice part of
mhm.
it is going to get increased.
We'll see society and it's just such a deep thing to break down, but like society and what do they call it, like systemically,
Yeah,
Right.
systematically.
yeah, that's that's what's fucked things up so bad, you
Yeah,
know.
and like they don't want us to get along. They
No,
don't want everybody to get along.
the government spearheaded a lot of this shit, like the whole thing I always talk about with Freeway Ricky Ross and the crack epidemic, and how the CIA did that, and they did it
Hmm.
right on the in the West Coast, in South Central LA, and destroyed a whole generation and community.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, you could thank Mr. J. Edgar. I ain't gonna disrespect the homies. J. Edgar,
It,
Fat Boy.
Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover and Ronald Reagan were a big part of all the shit, and that's the
He
same
was
thing
he was the
too,
big head honcho for all of that.
bro. I didn't
Mhm.
realize a lot of this with Fred Hampton with that movie what's it called again? The movie that just came out about the Black Panthers and Fred Hampton.
I don't know.
Did we lose Jay Millie? So there's a movie, I forget what it's called, but it's about all that, and it's like he was trying to push the Black
Uh,
Panthers. Oh, there he
um,
is. What's it
There
called?
it is.
Oh, Messiah, something of
um,
Messiah.
are are you talking about the? No, I'm still here.
Okay, it's like breaking up for some reason. You might want to hop off and hop back on.
It's just his phone.
But it, but
His
it,
phone, his phone crackles and all that.
but it seems almost like there's a delay too. Well,
Oh
listen,
yeah, because he didn't answer that question. Yeah, I'm still here until
Oh
later.
yeah. The Black Messiah.
that's what it is, the Black Messiah. So when he was building up the Black Panthers, the government was sending in
And I'm
informants.
using this other phone. Hold on.
Oh, because your other phone died. That's right.
Hey, what's good, G Dirt?
What's happening, G Dirty?
Yo, that's G Dirt from like he's got a channel, right? I feel like I used to watch G Dirt.
Yes. Yep, that's
He's
him.
got like red hair, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. What up,
No,
G Dirt?
I'm on this other phone.
I feel like every time Jay Militant something's coming through, he said that 90 seconds ago.
I know. It's just delayed.
No, but so what's so crazy, right, is when this guy was building up the Black Panthers, he linked up with like white groups and Latino groups, and he was truly trying to bring everyone together. And J. Edgar Hoover and them had these they had a black dude that was like facing a lot of
What's
time, and
happening?
they're like, yo, we'll let you walk
Yeah.
free and pay you if you infiltrate the Black Panthers and
Yeah.
debrief us on
Yeah,
it.
he
And then
he went live twice on Friday, as a matter of fact.
and
Who?
then
Oh yeah, he's delayed.
yeah, that's 2 minutes ago. But anyways, they made the guy help him set up to assassinate Fred Hampton. And if you look it up, they've even come to the conclusion that the police and the feds assassinated the guy, so it was murder, and they won a civil suit. But basically, they killed off a guy that was really helping bring everyone together and helping advance the black community so much. But the government killed him.
Of course they did, because it was going against their agenda.
Yeah, it's so crazy, man. It really is.
Motherfuckers.
The divide and conquer strategy will never stop with the government. Not even just with
Exactly.
race. Not even just with race. With everything.
Right.
It's
They
crazy.
want us all to fight.
Yo, you should watch that movie though too.
Oh right, let's.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
called
the Black Messiah.
Yeah, really good movie. And from my understanding, from people that I tapped in with after I watched it, they said to me, "Coffee, we believe this is a pretty accurate movie. It's not, no movie is ever
Right.
100%, but people told me, they said, Coffee, we think this is a good representation of what went down, and it's fucked up. They killed the guy. And then listen to this: the guy that they had be the informant.
Yeah.
He did an interview way later, and then he killed himself right after it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean that could have been the government killed him, but
Yeah, you're right.
but
Which
he may have
happened?
killed himself because that probably
Because he knew it was gonna happen.
well, or just he felt like a piece of shit for what he did.
Right.
Because they gave him no choice. Either do this or we will kill you, or even worse, we'll keep you alive and torture you and
Exactly.
assassinate your character and whatever else. Just like, did you ever hear of the guy Gary Webb?
I probably would have killed myself too instead of having them torture me and all that shit.
There's this guy Gary Webb though. He was a journalist from San Jose, and he's the one that broke the story about the Freeway Ricky Ross stuff with the crack epidemic and everything, and he mysteriously hung himself.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the government just, or I don't even know it's the government as a whole. Whoever it is that's pulling the strings, they do not want people to get along.
No, not at all.
Racially, class wise, everything. Because that's what's so crazy. If you ever meet people and you really talk to them, you're always like, man, we got a lot of things in common and we can get along and whatever. But on a large scale, they're never going to let that happen.
Exactly. That's why they keep pushing these agendas.
Yeah, facts. Big
It's crazy.
facts. Hey, what part of Boston was Whitey Bulger was in that same part of Boston too?
Yep. Yep, he was.
Is he like a legend out there? Like people talk about him?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you know or have any ties with him, you don't talk about him. But but that shit's crazy. That shit's really crazy how he was gone for all those years. And during the time he was gone, I don't care. There was a woman that I was working for this company, and I hired a woman with that last name, and didn't think anything of it until, like, I don't know, a few months later.
Right.
And just joking around, I mentioned it, and she was like, "Oh, well, I mean, she's like, that's my husband's name, but yeah, that's his cousin. I was like, oh, wasn't expecting that answer.
That was so crazy. Didn't they say they caught him because he was like he was like people started seeing him out in a bar like rooting for the Celtics, like when the Celtics were in the championship or something like that, like out in LA or something.
Yeah, and what was the woman's name? I can't think of her name. The woman that was with him when they finally found him.
I forget, but I know what you're talking about.
I can picture her, but I can't think of her name for some reason. So, but I wonder. I don't even know how long that woman was with him. Like, did she know who he was? You know, or I don't know. I don't know. I just think that's crazy how he got away all those years.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did you watch that movie, the one that Johnny Depp did?
Yeah, I did.
And The Departed, they said was kind of somewhat based. But,
Yeah, The Departed, the accents in that movie drove me crazy. Like, I watched it, but it was painful. Because the way they talked, it is like they exaggerated it. They exaggerated the accent, and it drove me nuts to hear it, basically.
I love that movie, though.
It is a good movie. I just wish they didn't do all that extra. But I mean, I give them credit for trying.
What other movies got bad Boston accents or shows that you know of? Is there some other ones like off the top of your head?
1090 Jake.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, we brought that up the other night. So
yeah, I
he's
don't know. I mean, all right. He said he was a teenager in Florida, right?
I think.
Because I was pretty sure that he said that he was in like some, the young adult thing beforehand.
Right.
Okay, Jay, I see you. So really, how long was he here before he moved to Florida and then went to prison and shit?
Right.
So, no, like he has that Florida accent, but then sometimes he has like an exaggerated Boston accent. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? So it's hard for me to listen to him talk too. So I don't really watch it.
Right. I feel you.
I mean, I could be wrong. Don't get mad at me, Jake. Whatever. Maybe I really don't give a shit if you do, but whatever.
No, yeah, I'm mad. Listen, the whole aspect of my channel, like I always say, like when I talk about like hip hop news or different YouTubers that I watch or whatever, I'm just always like, hey, let's talk about it. I'm gonna lay out some little points and things that I take from it. You comment and let me know what you take from it. And like how earlier you were saying about the political stuff, like we can agree to disagree. That's literally like a tagline or a slogan that I have. Like, hey,
okay,
agree to disagree, because so often people just can't seem to do that.
Right, they just keep going and going and going.
Well, they feel like, oh, I'm gonna convince you all of a sudden. Where like I'm gonna say all this shit, and then you're gonna be like, yo, you know what? Now I feel totally how you feel, but that's just not human nature.
Yeah, it's not gonna
even if some of the things that I say were,
I mean, they could take good points out of it, but it's not gonna totally change the way.
Exactly. Say we're debating about something, and then you're saying like later, you're like, hey, you know what? Some of what Coffee was saying, I'm kind of feeling that. You're not going to rate at that very moment. Just change. You're going to start. That's going to be a whole process.
Right, the process of your mind.
Evaluating this and that, and
Yep.
people don't get that. They think that you got to argue your way into something right away, right there, right off the rip, and
Hmm.
then people get to calling each other names. And
Yeah, and it gets crazy. And I actually watch debates a lot, and I think to myself every time, I'm like, why am I sitting here watching these people argue? It's giving me a damn headache. Like, you know what I mean? And they do end up calling each other all kinds of names, and it gets crazy.
Jay Millie says, I'm going to watch Ted and Ted 2 later. The Boston accent is strong in those.
Harder.
Yo, you ever watch Entourage?
Yeah.
They say supposedly that's like based on Mark Wahlberg's life, somewhat loosely based on it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like that drama dude. You ever seen on the Wahlburgers? They got the real Johnny Drama guy.
Um, no, Wahlburgers?
Yeah, you ever watch Wahlburgers, like the show about the?
Oh, I'm like, I went there.
Yeah, I actually like
Actually,
that.
I got a picture of that place. Actually, I just took it a couple months ago. I'll find it.
They have like a show that's about like the restaurant, and then you see like their other brother Paul that runs a restaurant. He's like a cook, and you're like, no disrespect to him, but you're like, damn, I see why that guy's not the movie star. He's
Right.
not exactly a handsome motherfucker, you know. But Mark
Yeah,
and Donnie are on there a lot, and the mom's on
and
there.
then you got Donnie on that New York police show. What the fuck is it?
Oh, Blue Bloods.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good show.
I actually don't mind that show. I used to watch it, but
You know what's a good cop show? You ever watch The Shield?
no. I used to watch The Criminal Minds though, because I love me some Tamar Moore, but that was a good show anyway. Even though he left.
Yo, he left it okay because my mom was a big Samar Moore fan too. Well, my aunt.
Yeah, his mom had MS too, and
Oh, really?
yeah, so he's a really big like activist for curing MS, and he always does the bike um the fundraising things and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, his mom just passed. I don't want to say just like past couple of years or so.
Oh, damn, that's
So
sad.
that was really
Yeah,
tough on him. Yeah. He
yeah.
actually got her name is Marilyn. Marilyn. And his dad's name was, I want to say, like Sherrod or something. So that's how he got his name. From the first three letters of his dad's name is SHE, and then Marilyn MAR.
Oh, that's cool.
I know too much about this dude.
Nah, shit, I'm like that. I'm like that about a lot of shit I'm into too. But yeah, no, I was saying last night on the thing, when they were saying something about, I forget why exactly I said it, but I have lupus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, and that's with
Because
a
MS
lot of
is
a lot of
autoimmune,
similar
right?
symptoms. What's that?
MS is autoimmune as well, right? Or is it neurological?
Yeah, both.
Oh,
It's autoimmune, but it's a disease of the central nervous system.
see, with
Basically,
autoimmune. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
that's okay.
No, I
Your
was just gonna
nerves are
say
covered by
autoimmune. You
the.
don't know. A lot of it is like there's not. It's there's a lot of shit they honestly still at this point don't really know. Like if you go to a specialist for autoimmune, a lot of times they're just like, hey, like you want some steroids and some painkillers and may like
Exactly.
keep
That's what I
taking
was
blood
telling Jay
and
about when I went to the hospital recently. That's what they do. They pump me with steroids, and they try to give me pain medicine, but I won't take it unless I'm like dying.
have you kind of already been down that road? I myself have like
I don't like it, and like I mean, like I felt like I was gonna go down that road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was on my way down that road, so I was like, no, I gotta stop. I'm not doing this. No.
Yeah.
So
See, I
I,
take a medicine. This is basically what I've come
so I smoke hella weed.
after. See, weed don't agree with me mentally. I don't have anything wrong with weed. It's just like I wish weed did for me what it does for everyone else.
Oh man.
I'm not like that. Mentally, weed kind of just don't agree with me. But basically, from years of being on painkillers and all this shit and this and that, and getting strung out on them and getting off them and this and that, I basically, to manage my pain, I take a medicine that they give you to get off of painkillers. And
Like Suboxone or
that's
Subutex.
no, yeah, Suboxone is exactly what I take. Because you don't really develop a tolerance for it. It's the same way you do with those, and
Right.
it helps take the edge off of my pain. And if I don't take a lot of it, but like if I'm having a bad day where things are flaring up and like my joints get real inflamed, or I can't close my hands or something like that, then I'll take more.
Right.
And yeah, so that's basically, but that's from years of taking them, because that's the thing with no matter what, you get
Yeah,
pain.
you're gonna develop a tolerance.
Yeah, they don't tell people that though. Like people will say, "Oh yeah," they'll see a bunch of stuff on the news and they'll say, "Oh, I take them as a doctor," or it don't matter if you take them every day. What effect you get from one pill, if you take them every day, in a couple of weeks, you're gonna need two, and then you're gonna need four, and then and then you're a stone cold junkie. That's how it happens.
Hmm.
And
Exactly. That's
then
exactly how
trying
it
to
happened.
quit 'em, forget about it. You're gonna, you can't just come up off that stuff cold turkey. So I just basically take that stuff. It's helped
No,
me
I don't see anything wrong with that at all. You know,
because there was
It helps you. I said I don't see anything wrong with that at all. People are quick to judge with that a lot, and I don't see anything wrong with that at all because like you said, it's taken the edge off of your pain, and if you even had the urge to go take a different painkiller, it wouldn't even work. So
right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's like with the lupus shit. It's like, I don't know if you have similar stuff with that, man. It's
I
like it
even
just affects
they do
so much
have similar
different.
symptoms.
Yeah, just like for me, it affects so much different stuff, and it's weird. I can go so long and be totally fine, and then I can have times
Hmm.
where I can't really walk well
Exactly.
for a while,
Yep.
and it's messed with my bones, my discs, and like where they degenerate and stuff like that.
Yep.
And it's tough, and then it's like when that's why I don't even keep up with those doctor's appointments much anymore, because when I was trying to do that, like I got really positive in my mind. It was like, oh, what, I'm gonna watch what I eat and do this and that, and it was like
Hmm.
they couldn't figure it out. Like one day they'd say your iron is so low, your iron is lower than a woman coming off a heavy period, we'll give you iron supplements. Then next,
Wow, that's how they put it to you.
yeah, then, well, because they were just trying to stress like how ridiculously low it was.
Right.
Then one
Okay.
time they were like, then the next time, a couple weeks later, they're like, your white blood cell count is so high, we've never seen anything like it. Then the next time they're like, oh, this is fucked up, or that, like it's always all like my blood work always comes back all messed up in different ways, and
Hmm.
they just can't really they really can't,
Pinpoint.
yeah, or find a pattern or whatever. So I just say fuck it.
What happened to Sam?
She went with her friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a friend, a neighbor that has lupus, and hers was real bad. She had to go get, I don't know, she said it was something about her kidneys.
Yeah, well, like dialysis.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, she had to go for dialysis like 3 days a week.
I know, buddy. I know, buddy.
I have to go. I go every 28 days and get a infusion called the medicine's called Tysabri, and it's I mean, there is no cure for MS, so it's just to slow down the progression. And I mean, I was diagnosed in 1999, but it traces back to early childhood, like as far back as like when I was 4. I can remember like not having any balance. Like my mother put me in gymnastics, and I could not walk on the balance beam. I just ended up sitting on the floor. But like I would tell her that I had I told her that I had pain. I always had muscle spasms in my legs when I was a kid, and the doctor just said it was growing pains. You know what I mean? Because they didn't really know back then. Like I don't blame my mother. I don't blame the doctors. You know what I mean? Like I'm 43 now. You know, but I was
Right.
19, almost 20 when I got diagnosed. You know, so but so I've taken a lot of. They're called DMDs, disease modifying drugs.
Right.
To try to slow down the progression, and the only one that's actually helped at all, because like I get MRIs either every 6 months or every year, depending on how it's going, and it so the past 6 years where I've been doing the Tysabri, it has been working. So like there hasn't been progression, but it doesn't take away all the damage that's already done to my nerves.
Right. Yeah. It's just like you can only try and manage it. That's it. And like you just said, like not progression, like
Right.
not getting better, but just not getting worse is a win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just try to have a positive mental attitude. I always tell myself, I had to train my brain to do this. Replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Like, always find something positive out of every negative situation. Like, think positive and positive things will happen. Think negatively and negativity is sure to follow. So I've had to like kind of, like I said, I had to like train my brain to do that. And it helps. It's hard. It's hard to do sometimes, but I mean, it does help. It works for me. Where different things work for different people.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I'm kind of like that too, where my mental state and my mood, I don't know if really down and get really frustrated or whatever, like you physically feel way worse. I don't know. I just kind of always looked a lot of times when I had like really bad flare ups and stuff like that. It was times where I was stressing a lot and stuff like that. So I just, same thing. I just like what you were just saying about just kind of trying to like a mind over matter, stay positive.
Yeah,
That's just kind of the same
that's good
philosophy.
because stress isn't going to help you. It's going to make, like, I know for me, like I'll have like stress induced flare ups where I have to get the steroids and stuff. So like stress is really bad for MS, and it probably is for lupus too. No, did we lose coffee? Hello, Jay, are you there?
Are you still, can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was walking away from my house. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
like I shut the Wi Fi. I think because I had the Wi Fi on still, I think that was
Oh, yeah,
fucking
it
it up or
was
whatever.
doing it.
100% I relate, like, like when I'm down and out and I don't know. We're around the same age, so it probably is somewhat similar. Where this is just kind of shit as you mature and you get older and you learn life's lessons and you manage things. Like you just kind of learn, like, hey, I'm just gonna take things one day at a time, and like I'm not gonna let anything get me too out of my comfort zone and worked up. Because with me, that's how
Right.
it's always been. When I get stressed out and I get shit gets fucked up, I'll end up in the hospital and my fucking feet are
Yeah,
my legs are swollen and I can't walk.
it happened to me recently, actually. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, I had to go. So yeah, um, the same time that Jay Millie went to the hospital. I think it was the same day, actually.
Yeah,
It
that was
wasn't that
scary,
long
man.
ago. Yeah, it was the same day, I believe. Oddly enough, but yeah, I always like I mean, don't get. I'm in pain all day, every day.
Right.
But it is what it is. So I always just think to myself, there's always somebody out there worse off than I am. Really, who the hell am I to complain?
Right, absolutely. You just become accustomed to like you're or we're never gonna feel totally normal, but
Exactly.
just if things ain't really bad, that's good.
Yep.
It ain't great, but it's good. You know what I mean?
Right. Could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's interesting. You know what's crazy too? Like when it comes to medicine and treatments and stuff, like certain things, like say there was something, because there's so many things and there's this and that's experimental. Do you want to try this? We've been having good results with this or that. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
could,
I
it
never
could
do
work
that.
phenomenal for one person and do absolutely nothing for you.
Right,
It's
and
there's
what they do is they do the placebo thing too, where they give
right,
some
yeah,
people a different medication that really doesn't have anything in the damn pill.
yeah, like sugar water or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like for their experimental studies.
You know what's so crazy too? This is something I just thought of. I don't know if you ever experienced this or known about this. If you like autoimmune sicknesses sometimes, like because my whole life I lived in the same place until I was like 30. Then I moved to
Um,
another place for a
was there
few.
lead paint?
No, no. I was gonna say like I live in somewhere now with like a higher elevation.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that can fuck with you too. Like there was this football player that
Yep.
played for the Broncos, right? And he had sickle cell, and he went on because Denver is like a crazy high elevation, and like the effect of the oxygen in your blood and everything is way different and stuff like that. And like
Yeah, they mentioned they say something like the closer. I could be wrong. I want to say it's like the closer to the equator you are, or something.
but this dude ended up taking a plane to Denver, playing a game, and he got all sick, and they had to like remove the dude's spleen.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so whenever they played Denver again, they would show him like I forget the player's name. If Jay Millie's still in here, he might remember. But he had to like sit the game out because he just couldn't do it, which it was kind of shocking to me. Like having sickle
That's
cell,
kind
be a pro athlete, that's tough.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, do you remember the rapper Prodigy from Mobb Deep?
Oh, of course.
Sickle cell, he had it where it was always very active and fucking him up. Like there's a lot of shit like this podcast I listened to where they like covered his life in depth, and they were talking about like how he would always be at the hospital, fucked up in the hospital. Like the way they wrote it up and would look at it, they were like, "This guy's a junkie and he just wants pain medicine." But they
Yeah,
didn't
they
really
do
like
that.
sick.
It's like the ones that really, because it sucks because there really is people that go in there just to try to get drugs. So when there's people that really need it, they treat them like they're just drug seeking,
Yeah,
and that's messed up in my eyes.
that was so crazy how he died. Did you ever hear how he died? How he choked on an egg?
What? No, I didn't.
Yeah, so like his sickle cell
I
was
just knew
acting.
he died. I didn't know anything about an egg.
Yeah, his sickle cell was acting up really bad. He went to Vegas to do like some appearances, like meet and greets and different shit like that. And I think he did something with like Ice-T, like some kind of they did an
Okay.
appearance. He ended up feeling really shitty and fucked up and was like, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital and get pumped full of a bunch of IVs. And while he was in there, he somehow choked on an egg and died.
Wow. While he was in the hospital and all.
Yeah, and then like with the conspiracy theory side of things, people have always
Yeah.
theorized there was something behind that because he was always like talking about the Illuminati and different stuff like that.
Oh. Well then, yeah, that's definitely possible.
He was dope though.
Yeah, definitely. I grew up. Listening to Mobb Deep. Man, that's crazy. That has me thinking now. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, check it out. There's all kinds of coverage of that. It was sad. It happened like out of nowhere. But when they said that he choked on an egg, I was like, what the fuck? But then at the same time, I had one of my sisters, they're really my cousins, but one, like, call her sister or whatever. She
Right.
had the same one I was just talking about, that's married to a dude that does like the Vegas sports book
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. She had this other boyfriend before him, and they broke up. But like, dude was a good dude. Like, he installed hardwood floors for a living and did construction, and he just was like a matter of fact, an Irish dude. Work hard, play hard, like work,
Yeah.
work.
They're known to work really hard.
Yeah, like he would just go bust his ass, stay up drinking, eat something, go to sleep, do it all over again. And then
Exactly.
yeah,
That's what like the guys at the bar that I was telling you about.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They would go there right after work.
Some
And they'd stay till
motherfuckers
close.
wake up to a beer with a raw egg in it. You know what I mean? Get the protein for breakfast and kill the hangover. Go right back to work. But him and my sister broke up, which was really her fault. She was trying to pressure him into marrying her. Like,
No, you can't do that.
like, I'm this old, we should be married. I don't know. I don't believe in all that conventional shit. But anyways,
I don't need a piece of paper to prove my love.
yeah, facts. But
Yeah.
he ended up coming home. Like, basically, no one knows exactly what happened, but his mom found him, and because after they broke up, he moved back in home with his parents, and they found him, and he was brain dead. He had a piece of cheese lodged in his throat.
Holy
And
shit.
yeah, so the only thing and then they took him to the hospital, and they were like, yeah, we can keep him alive, but there's like barely any brain activity. He didn't have oxygen for such and such amount of time. He's brain dead. But the only thing, like, I can think of, or anyone could really put together, is like he must have came home real late. Maybe he was overtired, half asleep, drunk, and like somehow like bit into something, and like a freak accident, choked on a piece of cheese. I'm wondering if like that's the same thing with Prodigy. But listen,
Probably.
my shit is about to die, and I gotta go take this ride and go head into work. I'm just not trying to just hang up on you, but my shit is like 4%.
No, you're good. You're good. We've been up here for a while. Go do your thing. I got some things to take care of myself, so no worries. But it was good talking to you, and yeah, you know how to hit me up if you ever, need someone to talk to about, the autoimmune thing and all that. I'm always here for you, buddy.
Yeah. I just I followed you back on the gram, and I was gonna actually tell you too. Send me some of the links. DM me some of that terminology stuff we're talking about.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, we'll do. I'll do that right now, actually, so I don't forget.
All right, cool. Great
All
talking.
right. Peace. Much love. Have a great day.
All right, you as well. Stay blessed.
Thank you. You as well. Talk soon.
Definitely. All right. Peace.